Welcome back to Halloween Horror Reviews 2023. I cannot believe that we are already midway through week 3 of this year's reviews. Halloween Horror Reviews 2023, I have been saying this ever since the start of this year's reviews, but I have been having the best time with this year's reviews in particular. I know I keep saying this throughout every single video, but I genuinely hope you guys are enjoying this year's reviews because I'm having such a great time making them. This particular one has been a one that I've been wanting to do a review on for quite some time. And you know what? With Halloween Horror Reviews 2023, it gave me the perfect opportunity to finally do a review on this particular film anime. Moving on with today's review, I'm here to talk about 1997's Perfect Blue, directed by Satoshi Kon. Really quick, I want to apologize if I butcher your name, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the only name I'm going to probably get right throughout the entire filming. In Perfect Blue, we follow a Japanese pop star who decides to retire her music career and transition into acting. However, as a result of doing this, a couple of things start happening around her. One, her pop fans aren't particularly fond of her new career move. 2, murders are happening all around her. 3, one of her fans from her pop days is obsessively stalking her. But worst of all, she starts to lose grip on reality. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Perfect Blue. Damien! To say that this anime is a wild trip is kind of an understatement. I want to say that I first saw Perfect Blue back in maybe around 2016, maybe 2017, and I was actually introduced to this movie by my buddy Sarah, who loves watching anime, and she was telling me that, hey, I know you love psychological thrillers, and I know you want to get more into anime, watch Perfect Blue. I mean, it's hard to watch, but believe me, you should definitely watch this film. Going on a recommendation, I popped this movie on immediately. This freaking anime, guys. Oh my god. To properly describe how I felt after Perfect Blue ended the first time, I'm just gonna show you the reaction that I had. So, this was my first reaction after watching Perfect Blue for the first time. My jaw stayed dropped for at least a good couple of minutes. It's a trip, it is a wild ride, it's a grisly movie, and it is such a terrific anime that if you haven't seen it, and if you love anime, definitely give this one a watch. The voice work in this movie is terrific. Whether it comes down to the voice actor who portrayed Mima or Rumi or Takoti, I believe the character's name is, Perfect Blue still to this day has such beautiful animation. And actually, fun fact for you guys, I saw this just before I watched the film not too long ago. The anime's original negative was partially destroyed, and because of it, they decided to go with a lower quality image to it. And if this is true, in some certain ways, yes, the film doesn't look absolutely amazing like, let's say, a Studio Ghibli film, like a Hayao Miyazaki film. But at the same time, what this results in is this really cool looking anime that is able to go for the tone and the vision, which is the themes of trying to distinguish reality. I was trying to say reality and nightmare, or reality and fantasy. There are quite a few sequences where still to this day, it is absolutely mind-blowing for what this anime does in particular sequences. There is a lot of things that I absolutely love about Perfect Blue, but the thing that I love the most about Perfect Blue is the overall storytelling in Perfect Blue. One of the biggest themes of Perfect Blue, actually another theme, I just realized it as I was recording this literally at this particular moment, which I'll go into later on, but one of the themes of Perfect Blue is trying to distinguish reality from fantasy. At a certain point in Perfect Blue, this anime does such a terrific job, and that is an understatement when I say this. Watching it even as of recently, I was still finding myself going like, wait, is that what is going on here? Perfect Blue does such a phenomenal job after a certain point of keeping you feeling confused, especially due to how Perfect Blue is edited. Perfect Blue is edited so damn well, but Satoshi Kon's brilliant directing for Perfect Blue, which, by the way, as far as I'm aware, his feature-length directorial debut, and a hell of a one at that, I should say. Perfect Blue storytelling throughout the entire thing. It's sublime, it's engrossing, it's captivating, oftentimes disturbing, very unsettling, uneasy. Despite Perfect Blue having a lot going on and bouncing around, making you either feel like you're going insane along with Mima or trying to juggle upon all the themes and all the stories going along, Satoshi Kon Novels is able to make essentially a guessing game almost of Perfect Blue while still making a cohesive film that by the time this film wraps up, holy shit. One of the things that I absolutely love about Perfect Blue is how Perfect Blue explores its themes. Not only goes to the themes of fantasy versus reality and the constant blurring of that. There is one particular thing that I didn't even think about, but given today's culture, it's so much more relevant than ever today. It's the theme of public fandom. Toxic public fandom. If you guys haven't realized, especially in the past couple of years with the fandom of, let's say, Star Wars, fantasy, wrestling, or just pop culture in general, toxic fandom has become such a huge thing nowadays where if you don't like a certain thing, somebody is going to come after your ass. Let's just say that one of your favorite artists decides to make a huge career change to make them happy. This may be something that some fans out there may not like, and because of it, they will go after them and harass them saying, "We loved you doing this. Why are you doing this? We're gonna come after you," and just non-stop harass you because of it. Especially in today's pop culture society where toxic fandom has become bigger and bigger and bigger. And here's the thing. Here is the brilliance of Perfect Blue, and this is something I just realized too. Once Perfect Blue ends with this brilliant line. Even after Perfect Blue answers the biggest question the film brings up much earlier on, what Perfect Blue does at the very end with the final line, it just makes you guess again. And that is when Mima says this.
No, I'm the real thing.
When I was rewatching this as of recently, even though I knew exactly what was going on, it still made me have this reaction. What just happened? One more thing that I must mention is Perfect Blue's brilliant musical score. Perfect Blue's musical score is filled, and I mean packed to the brim with such tension. Perfect Blue, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have that much of a musical score to it, as I think it reuses a couple of beats, but believe me, Perfect Blue doesn't need this huge orchestral score. All that it needs is a score, an underlying theme that constantly tightens up that guitar string to the point where even if you think that guitar string is tightened up enough, no. Perfect Blue's musical score, in conjunction with the brilliant storytelling and how they work together in tandem, my god. There is a particular aspect of this movie, especially in the third act when a big event happens. Wild, kind of an understatement.
Happy purge, you old fuck!
Before I get on to the issues, or I should say the one issue with Perfect Blue, I actually want to talk about an issue that other critics have with this movie, and that's this one issue that I personally don't get. I saw that a lot of critics said that Perfect Blue is an over-stylized movie. Perfect Blue being over-stylized, I personally don't get that. There are some sequences in Perfect Blue that make it not the most rewatchable film. One sequence in particular, still to this day, is very hard for me to watch. And there are a couple of other parts of the film where it's a lot more grisly than I remembered. Like, there's a couple of parts of this film where I was just going like, whoa, I remember this part being as grisly, holy crap. So overall, Perfect Blue, to say the least, is a wild, grisly fucking ride that by the end, you will most likely leave with your jaw dropped. Perfect Blue isn't the most rewatchable anime per se, nonetheless, that should not stop you from watching one of the trippiest animes out there. All in all, I'm gonna give Perfect Blue a 4.5 out of 5. Watch this anime. It's trippy. That's all I'm going to say. So comment down below and let me know. Have you guys seen Perfect Blue? What did you think of it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed my review of Perfect Blue. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for when the latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click right there or right there. And of course, my next review of Halloween Horror Reviews 2023 goes live. I will see you all next time.